I cannot in good faith vote for anyone who cannot commit to support our policy of allowing each commissioner to file a dissent with each report.
Just asking for a yes or no vote.
Nope.
Nope. It's not a vote. That means no?
Mr. Staff Director, under what authority are you directing Commissioner Harriet to vote?
Because we're asking for the vote, yes or no.
Director, not the Commission Director.
But the issue that we're facing right now is one that is supported by enormous poll majorities to examine how minority communities around the country are being victimized by the increasing crime.
The crime victims report, where frankly, the four of us feel like we were chumps, that we agreed to the anti-Asian briefing on the condition that we also have a crime victims. This is a 4-4 commission. You would expect that, when you have a 4-4 commission, there's going to be a one for you, one for me. Both these reports were approved, and then much to our shock, while we happily voted in favor of the discovery plan and accompanying documents for the anti-Asian, the accompanying documents for the discovery plan and accompanying documents for the crime victims report were voted down. We felt that we were double-crossed.
And we had an agreement to approve that discovery plan last fall, and we were double-crossed, plain and simple.
I am Staff Director Mauro Morales. I am not substantively participating in this meeting, but because of the current absence of a chair and vice chair, I'm administering it pursuant to our administrative functions.
They were submitted in a decade ago.
Please don't talk over me. You can answer when I'm finished. So your answer is they have not been submitted
to
the General Counsel's office.
It is not debatable. In fact, we learned from Mr. Morrow and perhaps even the General Counsel.
My name is not Mr. Morrow. It's Mauro Morales. Morrow. I'm Staff Director Morales, please. You may not like me, but please respect the office.
Apologies.
The agenda, which made this the issue for the agenda, was not promulgated properly with our rules. It is not up to the staff director to promulgate an agenda. And suddenly the staff director, who has no authority to promulgate an agenda, is telling us we absolutely must vote on this now.
But under our administrative instructions and our statute, the chair and the staff director create the agenda for the commission for each business meeting. And therefore, since we don't have a chair, I consulted with a variety of commissioners as to what the agenda should be. And we received a letter, which I've sent to all commissioners, from the president, which has designated and requested that the commission to designate Rochelle Mercedes Garza as chairperson and Victoria Francis Nurse as vice chair of the commission.
The rule actually says the chairperson, after consulting with the staff director, shall establish the agenda. Not that the chairperson and the staff director establish the agenda. That's what the rule actually says. Chairperson is defined as chairperson or acting chairperson. And as last month we showed that Pete, as the most senior person in the absence of any other decision by the commission, is the person who assumes the chair.
Mr. Staff Director, under what authority are you directing Commissioner Harriet to vote?
Because we're asking for the vote, yes or no.
Director, not the Commission Director.
These requests are really very, very fair. We are just trying to ensure that we will be treated fairly on the commission. I think once that's clear, this is going to be smooth sailing.
turn off your mics, please.
I am so delighted to be Commissioner Garza's VP, having worked for a VP. I have had a life, that spans far more than hers. I'm old enough so that when I was born in Florida, not only could my mother, she would have to apply to sit on a jury, and yet her daughter became counsel to the Vice President of the United States. And I know that the folks in the White House are watching. There's a reason they asked me to be here. The President has spent many years thinking, oh man, and you know how he talks, I didn't do enough during the 60s. He goes to Selma every year. For all those watching, crime has gone down. This motion was a year ago. We've had a pandemic, and we have an entire Justice Department that investigates crime. My intern is now the Deputy Attorney General. She has a crime commission. Forgive me for being very law professorial about this, but I did work for the Senate Judiciary Committee, and there is the possibility that we would have one person who would, in effect, negate the president's, your president's nominations.
We didn't want to embarrass the candidates by having to vote no, and I still don't want to embarrass the candidates by having to vote no. But, here we are.
I would just like to note for the record that based on the statute, the nature of this commission, the president has the authority to name the chair and vice chair, and under the Constitution, we all serve the current president of the United States.
I would just like to point out that that same law says that the nomination has to be approved by the commission as a whole.
The Constitution surpasses any statute.
The Constitution does not say that we don't have the power to approve. I mean, that's just a silly argument. The chair and vice chair have to be confirmed by the commission as a whole. We have a duty to take that role seriously and not to have the issue rammed down our throats before we've had an opportunity to negotiate. You're conceding. The nominees have conceded that they don't feel they're ready to negotiate on that issue. Well, then we're not ready to vote on the nominations. It's as easy as that.
Designation of Rochelle Mercedes Garza to serve as chair, Victoria Francis Nurse to serve as vice chair of the U.S. Commission on Civil Rights pursuant to the request of President Joseph Biden. The motion fails 4-4.